everyone, my name is Debbie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you are new here, I am a reseller. I've been reselling for 17 years and I absolutely love it. I sell mainly on eBay and Poshmark, and this week I have a really great Mercari sale also. Reselling has been such a blessing in my life, and now I am so grateful for the opportunity to have a YouTube channel to share what I've learned through the years. I have about 2 to 3 videos out each week, so if you're interested in joining me again, just hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you'll know when I release new videos. And today I have a what sold video. I'm going to share 20 items that sold last week, which was September 19th through 25th, 2021. I sold a gross amount of $932, and I was the last few days of the week thinking, oh my gosh, everything has slowed down so much. What am I going to do? What is happening? And I've seen a lot of comments of people saying that things have really slowed down, and what do you do? And what I do is I try to remove the emotion out of reselling. So much of reselling, I can get caught up in the emotion of it, like, oh my gosh, there are so many returns on eBay. And then I look and I see my return rate is 2.32%. It might feel like that, but it's not. Sometimes it feels like everything is dead. What's going to happen? And I can tell you, for 17 years and 2 months of reselling, and I've never taken a break, like I have been solid reselling for all of those years. I have gone through that over and over again, where you feel like things are so slow and dead, and what am I going to do? Has everything changed? Am I not going to make these sales again? But it always turns around and it comes back again. So if you're experiencing that, what I try to do is tell myself that this is a down cycle and it's going to go back up again, and I use that time to list as much as I can, because when I am listing, I keep a little tally every day of how much this is going to make, and I can list and say, okay, well, maybe I only sold $25 today, but I listed enough to make $250, and that day will come where the sales are coming in cha-ching, 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 and it will pay off. So although the sales aren't coming in today, I can put in the work and effort to make those sales later, and it will happen. So if you're experiencing a slowdown, just keep working hard and push through it, and a lot of listing will actually help generate more sales. And so you might not see it that exact day, but you might see it the next week and the next week and the next week. So keep pushing forward even if you are seeing a slowdown. And when I went and totaled my numbers, I thought, okay, I had a few slow days at the end, but the beginning of the week was so good that I still sold $932. So try to look at things logically and numbers rather than emotionally. We will start on Poshmark. I sold for a gross amount of $581. The first item that I'm going to share with you is a coat. I purchased this at the bins a couple months ago, and I just had it hanging in the closet. I hadn't put a priority on it to list, and then I decided I really need to get anything fall and winter out there because those things are selling. This was an American Eagle Outfitters coat. It was a women's size extra large, so that is a good size. I put keywords such as wool, toggle, warm. I often will put both jacket and coat. That way, if someone searches by jacket or by coat, it will catch them. If I had had more characters, I would have also put quilted lining, black, hooded. And one thing I've noticed on Poshmark is the characters on the title line have increased, which is amazing. I think it used to be 50 and now it's 80. It is wonderful to be able to put more keywords in there. Be sure you take advantage of every character you can. It sold outright for $43, not even an offer. My earnings were $34.40. I paid $3.90 at the Goodwill outlet, otherwise known as the bins, and it only took 21 days to sell. My profit was $30.50. The next item was another Goodwill Bins find. This was the Vince Camuto VP Hannah Black Moto Booties in size 9.5. They sold for $25. My earnings were $20. I paid just $2.50 at the bins 2 months ago, and my profit was $17.50. Then the next one is from the last video I had out of a great thread up shoe unboxing, and this was the pair of hunter boots. They were this gray, short gloss, size 8, and that box was so nice. Like, the condition of the items was wonderful. I was so happy with it. They sold for $57. My earnings were $45.60, and they only took 2 days to sell. I paid $5.27 for each pair of shoes in that box, and my profit on this one pair was $40.33. That entire box cost $84.30. So I almost made up for half in one sale in 2 days. Wait, I did get back more than half of what I had spent on that box because I received my cost of goods back also. So I have received back $45.60, which is more than 50% of the cost of that entire box. So I am thrilled with that. Then also, I wanted to mention, as people have asked me about packaging boots, and a lot of times on boots, if they are shorter boots, I'll just put them in a large flat rate priority box. But boots like hunter boots or riding boots and boots that you might be selling more this time of year, they don't fit in that large priority box. So look and see if you have a discount box store in your area. Just Google discount box store or moving boxes or things like that. And I went the other day to mine. I go to one called Budget Box and Bag, and I can get different boxes of just different sizes. You'll go in, and I asked them if I could take a clip when I was in there. So you can see they have a lot of different boxes, and often they will have different advertising on the boxes, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me at all. They are a great deal. Sometimes I'll get them as low as 19 cents a box, but I was looking for a box that was shorter but longer to fit boots. So I will show you. It is just full of boxes of all different sizes, and they are inexpensive, less than if you go to like Walmart. I'll show you. I got this size, 14 by 10 by 11, and I think they were 69 cents or 79 cents each. So it's a little bit longer so that you can fit boots in. That if I need a box that I have to pay for, it is less expensive to go to a box store rather than Walmart. So I thought I would mention that to you. Then the next sale, okay, the next two are from ThredUp Rescue Boxes. Both came from my third ThredUp shoe box, and it was only 10 shoes. Well, within 10 days, 3 pairs have already sold. And I'll give you the stats on that in just a minute. I sold the Zara Nude Booties boots, clear heel. They were size 40, was translated to a size 9. And on the video, I said I would list them for 38 and I would accept all the way down to 25. Well, I got an offer for 30, and so that was definitely within that price range, and I took it. There was no shipping discount. My earnings were $24. I paid $6.60 per pair of shoes in that box, and my profit was $17.40. And they only took 10 days to sell. The next one also came from that same box. They were the Clark's Artisan Cynthia Brown leather heels, size 6 wide. And I thought they might take a little while longer since they were wide, but they didn't. They sold right away. They sold for $20. My earnings were $13.54. I paid again $6.60 for that ThredUp shoe. I paid just $6.60, and my profit was $6.94. So on that box of 10 shoes, in 10 days, I have had sales of $98. I have received back $79.05. My cost of goods was $65.99 on that box. And so I not only recouped my investment, but I'm in the profit $13.06 just 10 days later, and I've only sold 30% of the box. So I still have 7 pairs of shoes left, and there are some good ones. So I am thrilled with every single ThredUp shoe box that I have received, and the men's box too. The next one is a bundle of 7, and this bundle sold for $90. 6 of the items were from liquidation and 1 from swimwear. And what I do when someone is bundling a large amount of items, I go through and I look at each item and I quickly jot down what the cost of goods was on each item, because I'm going to give a better deal if they're going to bundle a lot of items. That makes it easy for me and great for them too. So I went through, and these are the items in this bundle. There was the Be Cool bralette, and it cost $2.90. The All My Love crop top cost $3.39. The Slow Dance bra cost $3.59. The Ella bra cost $5.76. The June bralette cost $4.25, and the Gold Rush sequin dress cost $8.45. All of those were free, people. Then there was also one swimsuit top, the Vince Camuto triangle bikini top, and it only cost 66 cents. That was back from my great swimsuit deal. So my total cost of goods in that bundle was $29. So I looked at what the 20% bundle offer would be, and I decided I'm going to offer a little bit lower than that since there are so many items. So I offered $90. She accepted, and I got back $72. That means my profit was $43, which I think is excellent. I more than doubled my money, and it's so easy. Everything comes. So like, these aren't those exact items. This is another bundle that I just sold this morning that I'm about to send out. But on these, like this, I have so many of these. I have half a bucket full of these, and I just leave all of them in the package, and then I just take out one to take photographs and list it, and then they just trickle out and they're ready to go. And so I have all these free people items that just sold that I can just put a little sticker on it, put it in packaging, and mail it out. So those liquidation items, some of them might take a little while. Some of those items I've had for up to a year, but they trickle out, and you put in a little bit of time to be able to make a lot of profit on those items. And I've shared this before. Everything that I purchase is from Fox Liquidation. I've been purchasing from them before I was on YouTube. I reached out to them to ask them for a code, and they gave me a discount code of Debbie5. So if you're interested in trying them out and you would like 5% off your order, if you use my code, I would greatly appreciate that. And I can say that I have used them so many times, and I have not once been disappointed with an order, and every order that I've made has been highly profitable. The next item is another bins find. This is the Polo Ralph Lauren Boys Hooded Full Zip Jacket in size small or 8. It sold for just $10. My earnings were $4.59. I paid just 58 cents at the Goodwill bins 2 months and 5 days ago, and my profit was only $4.01. But little kids items usually flip quickly. They are quick to list, and when you think about it, kids don't just want new clothes, they need new clothes. And so parents often are looking for clothes. I feel like when I find really cute, nice items at the Goodwill bins, I feel like I am saving them from going to the landfill. So I just enjoy. They might not be the highest profit item, but I enjoy picking them up. And those small sales really do add up. When I was looking at my total numbers, my average sale price is only $25.89, but it adds up. You know, I had gross sales of $932, and I'm only spending about 10 to 15 hours a week reselling now. And so those small sales really add up. Then the next two items came from my ThredUp Men's Rescue Box. I've had a little bit of help on reselling. My daughter Sydney asked if she could list some things to earn some money. And one thing that I love about reselling is through the years, I've had that opportunity. If my children want to do something to earn money, I always have things that they can do. I never like push it on them like you have to work all the time, but they have enjoyed getting opportunities to earn extra money if they would like something. So instead of Sydney saying, hey, I need $50, she says, hey, can I do some listing to earn some extra money? It helps me, it helps her, so it works out really well. On these, I will account for the amount that I paid her also, and you will see some in the next few weeks because she's done some listing. I pay her $3 a listing. I source it, clean it, photograph it. I send her the pictures, and then she creates the listing. Then I review it and send it live. So it works out really well. The first item that sold that Sydney listed was the Duckhead Men's Birmingham Pants. They sold for $18. My earnings were $14.40. I paid $5.03. So my profit would have been $9.37. However, I paid Sydney to list it, so that made my profit $6.37, which I'm still very happy for. And that one took 13 days to sell. And I consider, yes, I lost $3 in profit, but had I sold it myself and she had just said, hey mom, I need money for this, and I gave it to her, it would have come out the same. So I think it's great that she was able to list that and earn money that she needed on her own. The next item was the Tom Taylor denim black stonewash jeans button fly. They sold for just $10. My earnings were $7.05. I paid $5.03, so my profit would have been $2.02, but I paid Sydney $3 to list them, so I actually went negative 98 cents. But when I'm selling it and the money stays within the family, I can't really consider that a loss because she made money. And rather than saying, hey mom, I need this money, she is doing work to help. I got the cost of goods back, so I still consider that a win. And on those pants, I wasn't just thrilled about listing them. They were just kind of sitting aside. They weren't any of my great things from that box. They were kind of like, okay, I can recoup my money and make a little bit on them. So it was great that I had them for Sydney to list. Now, I did have some amazing sales out of that thread of rescue box, and it has been highly profitable, and you will see the best sale that I had from that box in a little bit. So those, I'm glad just to get my money back on those really, and provide Sydney the ability to make a little bit of money. Okay, and now moving on to eBay, I sold a gross amount of $295.04. The first item came from my Goodwill Plano, Texas haul, where I took my husband to the regular Goodwill store for the very first time, and he found this item. It was the El Camino Products Vintage 18-inch turkey platter. It said made in the USA, so I was sure to put USA in the title. It sold for a gross amount of $39.74. My earnings were $20.88. I paid just $1.46 at the Goodwill in Plano, Texas. It took 2.5 months to sell, and my profit was $19.42. And notice I listed that. I purchased it in July. I listed it on July 5th, and here it sells in September. And it's not yet Thanksgiving, but I found it so important to prepare ahead of time because you want those items ready before the season hits. I always think when the season hits, it's too late because people know it's going to take time to ship, and they purchase ahead of the season so that they will have it when the time comes. So always look ahead. Look at what department stores are doing. If they are starting to already put out Halloween items, it's a good time to have your Halloween items out already. If you're seeing that they are putting Christmas items out, it is a great time for you to have Christmas items out. When you see they are completely discounting summer items and swimwear and putting them on clearance and just trying to get rid of them, I take that as a signal. Okay, do not concentrate on those items anymore. Start concentrating on the next season. So you can get a lot of clues from retail stores and what they're doing. The next item came from my Ross haul, and this was the new with tags Levi's 510 skinny fit jeans. They were a dark wash, size 38-32. And on jeans, I will often, if I have enough characters in the title area, I will also put the actual measurements so that if someone is searching, they will find my listing by either the tag measurements or the actual measurements. These jeans sold for $36.95. My earnings were $24.65. I paid $15.21 at Ross 1 month and 2 days ago, and my profit was $9.44. I was hoping to double my money and wanted to profit around $15, but the person sent an offer to me. We went back and forth a few times, and I thought, you know, it would be really nice to get that $15 back, plus an almost $10 profit. I am very happy with that. So I went ahead and took it, and I'm very glad that I did. I thought I would give you a quick update on my Ross haul. As of 1 month, I have sold 4 of the 12 items, a gross sales amount of $146.36. The money back in the bank after fees and postage is $107.25. My cost of goods was $128, so I still have $20.75 to go before I'm in the profit. So the next item that sells, I should be in the profit. So I am very happy with the progress so far. The next one was from my men's thread up rescue box, and this has been the best sale so far. There have been several really good sales, but this one is the best. This is a Goldie Jessie oversized denim jacket in size extra small. And it was a women's jean jacket, not a men's, and it came in the men's box. And I didn't even know the brand. And that's one thing I like about ThredUp boxes is I'm exposed to brands that I didn't know before, and I learned from them. And I got some really great items in that box. It sold for a gross amount of $118.92. My earnings were $87.17. I paid just $5.03 for it. I listed in July on Poshmark. Finally, September 9th, I listed it on eBay, and it sold on the 23rd. So it sold in just 14 days after listing it on eBay. So I'm so glad that I cross-listed it, and my profit was $82.14. And it went international to Canada through the eBay Standard International Program. So this is another reminder to you, if you're not shipping international, that it is great to incorporate that, and it's so easy. It is not much more than domestic shipping, and I have a video on that. If you haven't seen it, it goes through all the different shipping programs, and I show how I list it, print the label, and everything. The next one was a bins find. It was Polo Ralph Lauren red plaid pajamas. And on there, I put other keywords such as pants, flannel, lounge. I put pony because sometimes people search for pony on Polo Ralph Lauren items. That's so important. It goes for so much more if it has a pony versus not having a pony. It sold for $25.70. My earnings were $16.41. I paid just 92 cents at the Goodwill bins 56 days ago, and my profit was $15.49. So I think that's excellent. And what's more, it had a flaw on it. I was listing it and I noticed on the leg there were some spots. So what I did was I took pictures. I made sure to highlight it in that picture so that it would not be missed. And I said that in the description also. And it still sold. The next item was another Free People item from Fox Liquidation, and I actually sold 2 of these, so I'm lumping these together. And it's interesting, when I have multi-quantity listings, I find they can sit and sit and sit for a little while, and then when one sells, the rest sell. I had this listed since May 20th, 2021. So I had it listed for 4 months, just nothing. Then all of a sudden I have 1 sell 3 weeks ago, then 2 sold on the 23rd, and then another one on the 27th. So the 27th doesn't count this week. So, but this week I sold 2 of them, and now they show sold out. I actually still have 1 because I was keeping 1 for myself, and I'm debating whether to list it or keep it. But it's amazing. This happens over and over again. When one sells, the others start selling. So for the 2 of them, I sold them for a gross amount of $44.81. My earnings on the 2 of them was $26.55. I paid $5.76 each of them, so a combined amount of $11.52, and my profit was $15.03. One of them sold for $24.75 and one of them for $20.06. So, you know, divided, but just kind of to look at the whole picture of those items, and super easy. They were prepackaged, so it does not get much easier than that. So that is everything that I was going to share on eBay this week. And then my one Mercari sale, I was so excited about this one. I sold 1 item on Mercari for $55.99, and it was the Nike Air Force Ones from my ThredUp shoebox, and they were the orange pair that I pulled out, and they looked dirty, and I didn't think they were that big of a deal, and then I found out they were Air Force Ones, and they sold for a pretty good amount, so I went through and showed you how I cleaned them, and they came out so nice. Well, I got an offer on Mercari for $48 plus $7.99 postage, so the gross amount was $55.99. My earnings were $41.51. I paid $6.60 for them, and they only took 8 days to sell. My profit was $35.01. These went through FedEx SmartPost, and when I choose that, the shipping's only $7.99 for like 2 pounds, so it was a lot less than choosing the USPS, and it's so easy to ship FedEx SmartPost. You can either take it into a FedEx office, and I showed you in my last What Sold video how you can just go in and scan it and leave it, or you can take it to a Walgreens to the photo counter and they scan it in and you get a receipt on your phone right then. So super simple, and I was going to record it when I went in, but I had another huge box. It was the platter, I think, I can't remember, and oh no, I had my giveaway box from the giveaway inventory. So I had my giveaway box, which was really heavy in that, and I could not film also, but you just walk up to a counter, they scan it in, you're on your way. It's so simple. So Now for my totals, I'm not going to go in through and just rattle off every single number because that would be really boring. So I will have them all up to the side. If you want to look at them more closely, you can always pause the video and look at them, but I will give you a general overview of it. I sold a gross amount of $932.03. The money back that I received after fees and postage was $685.46. My cost of goods was $199.02, which left me with a profit of $486.44, which is 52.19% of my gross income, which I am great with that. I am really happy for the hours that I am putting in right now on eBay. It's been very consistent, 10 to 15 hours a week since January, and if I can profit $400 to $500 a week, I am thrilled with that. I think that's a great income for that amount of time. On Poshmark, I sold 28 of the items for $581. My profit there was $289, and I thought I would also share with you, I have two closets. I have a large closet, and then I started a small closet with the idea that my kids could take over that closet if they wanted to and work with me on that closet. In my small closet, I have about 160 items. 6 of my items sold out of my small closet, so not quite one a day when I have 160 items. In my large closet that I have 648 items, I sold 22 of the items, so around 3 a day for having 648 items. So it really does make a difference. The more items you get, the more you sell, obviously. So I thought that was interesting to share that breakdown. Then on eBay, 7 items for $295.04. My cost of goods on eBay was only $35.80, and my profit was $161.86. And I just went over the one Mercari sale. Now to break down where the items came from, 16 of them came from liquidation, all Fox liquidation. That's the only liquidation place I've ever purchased from. 15 of them were thrifted, and thrifted is anything pre-owned. So I would say Goodwill bins, the thread-up boxes, and those are used. I consider those the thrifted, so anything that is a pre-owned item. I also sold 5 items that came from retail arbitrage. That is everything that I have for you today. If you are still here watching, thank you so much for sticking with me until the end, and I will have another video out in a few days. I have another thread-up shoe unboxing, and it's really interesting. So spoiler alert, this one, I unboxed it and I was like, this is awful. I finally got a dud box. Like, this is so bad. But when I went through and looked at it, there were a couple good shoes. And when I ran the numbers, I've already listed everything, really looked at it, it's actually really good. It is still really good money. So I think this will be an interesting box because it shows even when you get a box that looks like it's bad, if you go through and look at the comps and look at the numbers, it's still really good. So even after getting a bad box, I still feel like thread-up boxes are amazing. So that video will be coming soon. So thank you so much for watching. And if you're not subscribed, remember to subscribe down below. I would love to have you back. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video today, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching, and everybody have a great day. Bye.